Sorry. Okay. Hey, Chocola, Vanilla, the bath's ready. And I'm not gonna be in there with you, so see you later. Oh, they're sleeping already.
ご主人様。
I guess they were playing all day after all. I looked at their sleeping faces while they snored away on the sofa. I haven't had much time for them up until now, huh? I knew that they were more attached to me than Shigure, but for the past few months, I'd been getting ready to move. I was so focused on myself that I didn't have time to play with them. I'm really surprised that things have gone this far. When I first took them home, I had never imagined any of this happening. Owning my own shop one day, and having these two follow me, and then ending up in this sort of relationship with them. But thanks to them, every day is fun. I placed my hand gently on their precious cheeks.
にゃ。ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ついうとうとしちゃって。仕込み終わっちゃった。私も手伝う。
I finished all the preparations for tomorrow. It's fine. Just go back to sleep. I patted the heads of my two sleepy cat girls. I sat them back down on the sofa as they tried to get up.
今日は本当に楽しかったです。ショコラたちの行きたいって言ってたところ、覚えててくれて嬉しかったです。ご主人様。初めての遊園地も水族館もすごく楽しかった。みんなでいっぱい写真も撮ったし、すごくいい思い出。
With a kind and gentle smile, they lowered their gazes as if savoring their bliss.
ありがとうございます。ご主人様。大好きです。
Good night. Go to bed. That's not bed. Wow, get off. Not you too.
私も感謝の気持ち。
This isn't like you. Chocolate and Vanilla laid their heads on my shoulders, after touching my cheek with their soft lips. I had a lot of fun too. Thanks. I gave each of them a kiss on the forehead.
本当に大好きです。ご主人様のこと。こうしてもらってるだけですごくドキドキして。胸が温かくなって。その
There are no loot brooches. This is a very innocent visual novel here. Nothing happened.
わかる。すごく胸がドキドキして。
But just so you know, we're apparently dating two cat girls at the same time. I don't think that's right.
その体がもじもじする。ご主人。
I was pressed between the two sets of sultry eyes. I'm not so oblivious that I didn't know that they were getting at. Still in heat, huh? They both shook their heads silently.
多分今は発情期は関係ないです。
Whatever. Go to
ご
bed.
主人様が好きで好きだからエッチしたいって思うんです。
Nah, just go to bed.
鈴のテストで人は恥じらいを持たなくちゃダメって教えてもらいましたけど、これって メなことですか？
チョコラ。
発情期の時は体が無理やりエッチな感じになるけど、
Lewd.
今は心が体をエッチにしてる感じ。
You two are just sleepy. Go to
好
bed.
きな人とのデートなら最後はエッチするって聞いた。
I can confirm that's not completely true.
ご主人は私たちのこと好きでしょ？
Probably. She spoke smoothly, as she lured me in with her soft, sensual gaze. Do you really think you even need to ask at this point? I love both of you. Now go to bed. Onto their small, thin lips. Go away, oh man. I then placed a lover's kiss.
ご主人様らしいですね。
One of those special kisses.
素直じゃないくせにキザだから。
They both embraced me tightly in satisfaction.
じゃあ今日はショコラたちにさせてくださいね。
Do you... I don't know what you mean. I'm going to bed.
今日のお返しいっ
No,
ぱい
it's
してあげる。
it's all right. What are friends for? I don't need payback. See ya. Bye. All right. See, not the same picture again.
ご主人ちゃんと満足してくれた？デートの最後までショコラたちは恋猫らしくできましたか？
Yeah, both chocolate and vanilla were very cute. There.
それならよかったです。うん、ご主人が満足なら。
Mostly talking in their sleep, they purred and rubbed their cheeks against me. As I also drifted off into slumber, I continued to pet them gently on the head. We'll take a bath tomorrow together when we wake up. Except we're not. I'll wash your hair and bodies and clean you both up, except you'll do it yourselves.
嬉しいです。一緒にお風呂。髪もちゃんと乾かしてほしいにゃ。
By the way, this is the wolf-censored NEKOPARA. Nothing happens. AKA nothing happens. Yeah, of course. I'll brush it too.
ご主人様に配置にしてもらえるの嬉しいにゃ。猫以上に飼い猫の幸せ。
As mumbles spilled from their lips, their voices trailed off, making it sound like they were talking in their sleep. I gently embraced both of their heads, whispering into their ears with all my heart. Let's do our best together, the three of us.
はい。ご主人様とショコラとバニラで。
Con pie.
楽しくて幸せだね。
Yeah, we'll have fun, and we'll be so happy. At Disneyland, I made that promise to my beloved cat companions. At some point, I melted into this blissful moment and drifted off to sleep.
NEKOPARA。過労ですね。ひとまず安静にして体を休めないと。
Okay, So that finishes chapter 7. There's only one chapter left and we're done. Unfortunately we're gonna stop here. I've been reading to you guys for like an hour. Okay, I have work tomorrow, otherwise I would be going. I'd finish this up now. Actually, you know what? What time is it? Crap, it's 10:30. Maybe... Okay, you know, let's try to finish it right now. Let's go. Because Rebirth 2 is tomorrow, and I'm gonna start on that.
兄様の様子がおかしいと飛んできてみれば。まったくもう、何をやっているのですか、兄様は。
What I do now? Sitting next to the bed, Shigure let out a big sigh.
過労って何ですか？正式にはいわゆる慢性疲労と言われるものです。簡単に言えば体が疲れすぎてる状態ですね。
Wait, is that what I have? I have chronic fatigue?
昨日までは元気だったけど。
Wow. Shut up, Vanilla.
疲れすぎると逆に疲労の度合いもわからなくなるそうです。
Is this a thing? I've never heard of chronic fatigue.
疲れすぎ
That
ると
sounds scary. What if
逆
I
に
have
元
chronic
気になる
fatigue?
ってこと？
Not even be able to tell if you're tired anymore. I might have that.
それってあ
For the record, it's not what you two are thinking.
何を考えてるというのですか？誤解されるようなことをする方が悪いと思う。まあまあ、兄様のお盛んっぷりは後で聞かせてもらうとして、とりあえず病院に行って診察を受けないとですね。
Wait a minute. What was that casual little remark just now?
兄様愛してますよといつもの愛のささやきを。
You're asking for it.
しぐれの袖から大トロが落ちた。
What?
大トロ、超大トロだにゃ。なんといけない、失礼しました。さ
Just why did you bring that fatty tuna with you? She's clearly ready for everything. The two drooling cat girls behind her were ready for everything and anything too. God, do I have no choice but to stop hiding things from Shigure?
真面目なお話、症状の進行度合いによっては入院もありえます。
I'm fine.
まだ若いから体力があってもその回復自体ができなくなってしまうのが慢性疲労ですから。
Oh. Hey, don't make such a fuss just because I can't get up. I'm not going to close the shop just because I'm a little dizzy. We're at a crucial time with their clientele and increasing and all.
そんなこと言ってるとお店どころか死にますよ。
Wow, you kind of say that too smooth.
死ぬって死んだら永久に閉店になりますが。ご主人様、死んじゃダメです。絶対ダメですよ。
Calm down, Chocola.
いきなり未亡猫を寂しすぎる。ご主人、それはダメ。
She was angry. Shugure was clearly angry. From my experience, Shugure was at her most upset when she smiled while angry. Even the cat girls themselves seemed pretty serious too. You guys say the scariest things sometimes.
私は事実を客観的に述べているだけですが。まあ大丈夫です。兄様を見送った後、私もすぐ後を追いますから。
She said that without missing a beat, smiling as usual. Please, stop with jokes like that.
心配する方の気持ちがわかりましたか？
I guess.
では 体を休めていただけますね。それとも救急車で無理やりがお望みですか？
At my vague reply, her face started getting closer and closer. The pressure from her smile was terrifying. At this point, I didn't have the choice. Got it. I'll be a good boy and get some sleep. That's definitely better than being hospitalized.
はい、素直な兄様は好きですよ。素直でない兄様もそれはそれでいいのですが、ポッ。
Cut it out already. I already said get some sleep. Now get out of here. Shiguda gave a satisfied nod at my answer. At least for today, I'd give in. Plus, it was true that I couldn't work like this.
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？
I'm fine.
ご主人、大丈夫？
Calm down. Yeah, I'm fine. There's no point in making such a fuss.
そうなんで、それならよか。違うんですよ。これは猫の修正道具。
What is going on with you two?
飼い主が苦しいときは伸びとかあくびをしてリラックスを長く。
Oh. Is their heat gonna go crazy again? Because now's not the best time for this. Well, I wasn't really gonna say anything. Don't worry about it. Their long strings of yawns were surreal. I guess it was pretty calming. I felt some muscles loosening up. It was like some sort of tension was draining from me.
ではショコラ、バニラ、お店の閉店お願いね。任せてください。通常業務なら結構。猫も面白い習性があるものですよね。
It's easy to remember that cat girls are just cats when you live with them.
まあ、一緒に暮らしてだなんて赤裸々な。
Well, that's the case. They're living with me. Lay off, would you?
あら、突っ込む元気もないと？いろんな意味で。
Don't look at me like that. You're so persistent.
兄様への愛ゆえです。
I really can't understand her definition of love. It's been like this ever since she was born.
さて、冗談はこれくらいにして、どうしてこんなになるまで我慢していたのですか？ご自分の体調など、ご自分が一番わかっていらしたでしょうに。
You said it yourself that if you get too tired, you don't notice it, right?
そうなる前に気づいてたはずです。はぐらかさないでください。
She sat up straight and stared at me intently. Or intensely, sorry. We waited in silence for a while, yet she still stared at me without budging an inch. Seeing her persistence, I decided to give in and surrendered with a sigh. It's because I thought that I had to work harder. I murmured, leaning my head back on the pillow and looking at the ceiling. Recently, I went on a date with Choco and Vanilla. It was then that it struck me that they're just not pets, but family. Lovers, even. So, I didn't want them to have to work hard because of my choice to leave home.
それで無理して倒れては元の木阿弥でしょうに。
Well, it's your own fault our clientele increased so much.
あら、何のことでしょう。
I decided not to press further. Shiguda smiled and tilted her head in response. If she was going to address that issue honestly, she would have already done so by now. That's how Shiguda had always been.
兄様のおっしゃることもわかりますが、でも猫は賢い子たちですから、人間の家族にもパートナーにもなれるくらいに。だからこそ。
She took a deep breath and looked at me with a kind of troubled smile.
自分にも頼ってもらえないのはきっと寂しいことだと思いますよ。
Her smile stabbed my hearts. Those were words that Chocolate and Vanilla would say about me. No. I'm sure these were Shiguda's words too. Her smile pierced me, and my words were trapped in my throat.
でもその痩せ我慢が兄様のいいところでもあるのですが。
I wish you'd say that without... Or, I'm sorry. I wish you'd say that I'm worthy of being relied upon.
過労で倒れてしまうような方に頼りがいはないと思いますよ。兄様は昔から何でも一人で抱え込んでしまうのですから。もう。
She spoke, as if she were indulging a child's tantrum. Sitting next to me, she placed her small hand on my cheek and ever so slightly closed her eyes. Her slender, small hand's warmth was so gentle and loving. The stiffness in my shoulders seemed to melt away.
あ、すみません兄様、電話が。
Thank goodness, because this was getting awkward. She looked at her phone and furrowed her brows. When Shiguda just sat there motionlessly, I could pretty much figure out who it was. It's from home, right? You should answer.
用件など出ずともわかります。行き先を告げずに出てきたので。
The cell phone in Shiguda's hand stopped ringing. Shiguda felt silent and gripped the cell phone tightly.
私がまだ年端もいかぬ女だからですか？それとも世間知らずの子供だからですか？だから私はお父様とお母様の言うことに従わねばならないのでしょうか？私はここにいたいのです。兄様が苦しまれてる時くらい、せめておそばにいるだけでも。妹として家族としておそばにいることも許されないことなのでしょうか。
She spoke in a lonely, frustrated voice, with her face downturned. Her voice sounded soft, but was filled with a firm desire. You're so silly, Shiguda. Who cares whether you're allowed to or not?
兄様。
I sat up, and I wrapped my arms around Shiguda's shoulders. Shiguda let herself rest her head on my chest. I promised I'd look after myself, and I will. Plus, Chocolate and Vanilla are here, so the three of us will be fine. You said that yourself, remember? I whispered as gently as I could near Shiguda's ear. For her to be so attached to me, it honestly made me really happy. That was exactly why. I didn't want Shiguda to be as clumsy as I was. The fact was that Shiguda was still a child, and she still needed that family of ours. She didn't need me leading her astray. If they find out you came here, you'd never be able to come back, right? I couldn't bear it if that happened.
それは本当ですか？
Of course. Why would I lie about that?
兄様らしい説得の仕方ですね。
Her small shoulders shook happily. I probably didn't have to tell my precious little sister. But she still gave a small nod at my words.
その代わり、また明日も来ますからね。 兄様の面倒を見れる人はもう私だけなのですから。
Okay, just please, don't go overboard. She hugged me tighter and placed her cheeks on my chest. Shigure was the same as chocolate and vanilla. Apparently I don't know how to read, I'm sorry. Keeping those words to myself, I hugged her back. Uh-oh.
しぐれちゃんがご主人様とイチャイチャしてる。私たちに片付けをさせておいてなんたる不始末。これも妹の特権なのですよ。兄様、ゴロゴロゴロ。いやー、私もゴロゴロする。ご主人様、ゴロゴロってしてください。
This is dumb.
私もこのビッグウェーブに乗らざるを得ない。
Everyone needs to get out and let me rest.
さあ、ご主人、ゴロゴロしてたの？
Don't you hate it when you're trying to sleep and there's 3 girls rubbing on you? Man, I hate that. Hey, wait. The 3 of you at once is too heavy. Wait, why am I be okay with
女
it?
性に重いとは失礼ですよ、兄様。比較的みんな軽いはずだから大丈夫。これは愛の重さですよ。だから我慢です、ご主人様。
I think it's... Oh.
ネコパラ。それでは頼みましたよ。ショコラ、バニラ。大丈夫です。任せてください。鈴持ちの猫が2匹もいるからもう満体。そうですね。頼りにしてます。では兄様、また明日に。
Yeah. Sorry I can't see you out. I'll see you later. Shigure gave us a little wave of her hand. As the door closed, hiding from her view. Or from view. Ugh. I sank into the nearby sofa. Now that Shigure was gone, I could drop the front I'd been putting up to keep from her worrying.
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？ご主人、大丈夫？
I'm fine. It was just tiring to be standing, that's all. Chocolate and Vanilla both looked at me, worriedly. I forced a smile as I answered. Don't make those faces now. Once I sleep a little, I'll be better. Don't worry. Shigure said so too, didn't she? I petted both their heads.
でも、本当に病院行った方がいいんじゃないですか？鈴の試験で習った。動けないときは救急車を呼ぶって。
It's not bad enough for that, okay? Plus, we finally got customers that come here now. How would it look if an ambulance stopped in front of the bakery?
ご主人様、ご主人。
Their faces, already clouded with worry, darkened more. Their mouths were still agape as if to say more. But they swallowed their words and bowed their heads.
難しいこと、わからなくてごめんなさい。鈴を持ってても、人の気持ちまではわからない。
Don't be silly. It's not something you need to apologize for. I pulled the two close as their faces became tearful. I hated not being able to put my feelings into words. Holding them to my chest as I squeezed them tightly.
何もできないですけど、でもそばにいますから。ご主人様が 前にショコラたちにしてくれたみたいに。ご主人が辛そうなのを見てるだけは苦しい。私にできることなら何でもするから言って。
They tightly squeezed back. Their honest feelings were warm, like the heat from their bodies.
でも猫は賢い子たちですから、人間の家族にもパートナーにもなれるくらいに。自分にも頼ってもらえないのはきっと寂しいことだと思いますよ。
I understand. Family, partners, they might be something like this. I closed my eyes, savoring the warmth of my beloved cat girls. If I wasn't careful, I might break down crying. Wait, why? From the pure kindness that filled my heart. Then, stay by my side. If you two are with me, that's enough.
はい、そんなの言われるまでもないです。離れろって言われても離れない。
They hugged me even more tightly, and I hugged them back with all my strength. Thank you. I'm no longer just one person. I need to get well quickly, so I don't worry them any more than I already have. With that foremost in mind, I lost track of time. And then night came? Apparently. They just cried on me all night. Am I tossing and turning?
ご主人様、大丈夫ですか？ご主人様。35度。
Oh no.
ご主人、さっきより熱が
It
上がってる。
is really me. I just got back from being sick, and now the main character's sick.
せっかくご主人様が寝れたのに、すごい苦しそう。お薬は次は朝まで飲んじゃダメって言ってたし。
The clock had just struck midnight. All we could do as Master groaned in pain was wipe his face with a towel and hold his hands for comfort.
どうしよう。どうしたらいいのかな。私たちじゃ何もできない。悔しい。
Chocolate. Vanilla.
ここにいます。ショコラはここにいますから。私もバニラもここにいるよ。ちゃんとそばにいるから。
No matter how much we wanted to help, there was nothing we could do. It was so frustrating. We wanted to cry. That big, strong hand we'd always relied upon ripped ours back weakly now. It was heartbreaking.
病院に行ってお医者さんを呼んでこよう。救急車はダメでもお医者さんに来てもらうなら大丈夫だよね。私も同じこと考えてた。この辺りで病院っていうと。お隣に病院がありますよ。ここにお薬がなかったらお隣に行くんですね。さすが人の文明は便利なようにできてるんですね。いつも行くドラッグストアの隣だね。ご主人が辛い時は私たちが行かなきゃ。
Should they be going out alone at night like this?
ごめんなさい、ご主人様。後でいくらでも謝るから。好きな人が苦しんでるのに黙っていられない。待っててくださいね、ご主人様。
Holding hands, we ran through the park. We were short of breath, struggling and stumbling, but we didn't stop. We had to get to the clinic as quickly as possible. With that in the forefront of our hearts, we ran without stopping.
大丈夫だから。そんなことより早く行かなくちゃ。頑張ってショコラ。もうちょっとだから。ちょっとで。そしたらご主人のところに戻れるから。閉まってる。
Well, that sucks.
そんな、せっかくここまで来たのに。どうしたらいいのかな。ショコラじゃわかんないよ。他の病院の場所は知らないし、道を聞ける人も歩いてない。でもこのまま帰るわけにもいかないし、どうしたら。
We gripped each other's hands tightly in worry. Looking up at the cold shutters, we chewed on our lips in concern.
君たち何してるの？あ、警察さん、空いてる病院教えてもらえませんか？ご主人様が大変で、それでお医者さん呼ぼうと思って。病院が休みでどうすればいいかわからなくて。飼い主さんが？それは大変だけど。君たち鈴は持ってないの？
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, no, no! We touched our necks where she pointed.
その、いつもはつけてるんですけど、ご主人の看病してる時に鈴が鳴っちゃうから外してて。とりあえず一緒に来てもらえ
Oh
るかな。
no! Their bells are like their
ご主
ID.
人様に連絡がつけばすぐに帰れるからね。お家にあるんです。嘘じゃなくて本当なんです。ショコラはご主人様のためにお医者さんを連れて帰らないとダメなんです。ご主人が苦しんでるから私たちは帰らなきゃダメ。だからいけない。お願い、分かって。ごめんね。そう言って逃げちゃう猫ちゃんもいるのよ。最近猫を使った犯罪とかも増えてるから。だから鈴のない猫ちゃんは一緒に来てもらう決まりなの。すぐに身元紹介してご主人様に連絡するからね。だから鈴は家にあるからって。それに鈴持ちだったらご主人様が緊急の時は救急車を呼ぶくらいわかるでしょ。それは鈴の勉強でやりましたけど、でもご主人様が呼んじゃダメって言ってて。私たちにはお店のことがあるからお客さんに不安を与えちゃいけないって。分かったからご主人様に迎えに来てもらおう。
This police woman's awful, but she's not listening.
ショコラたちのことご主人様が頼りにしてるって言ってくれたんです。だからショコラたちはご主人様のところに帰らなきゃダメなんです。そばにいてって言われたから、そばにいるって約束したから。だから私たちはいけない。ご主人のところに帰らなくちゃ。わかった。本当にすぐ帰れるからちょっとだけ一緒に来て。ダメです。ショコラはご主人様のところにしか行かないです。ごめんなさい。今だけは絶対に行けない。決まりだからどうしても一緒に来てもらわないといけないんだけど。
Oh, whoa. This is crazy. I'm up.
ご主人様。
I woke up and you two were gone. What are you doing? Jeez. My shoulders were shaking and my breathing was ragged. As I fought to keep my vision from wavering, I checked that they were safe. Leaving your important bells behind. What would you do if something happened, really? Now that I knew Chocolate and Vanilla were okay, I fought to keep my knees from buckling.
ご主人のこと、今度は私たちが守らなきゃって思ったから。
I know that, silly. I'm not mad. Taking the gold and silver bells from my pocket, I handed each of them over to Chocolate and Vanilla. I'm mad that you made me worry for no reason, though.
だってご主人様が苦しそうにしてたから。いても立ってもいられなくて。ご主人が辛いのに何もできないのが辛かった。家族だから、飼い猫だから、何かしなくちゃって。
While holding back in their tears, they looked up at me, struggling to speak. It's natural to worry about family, I know that. It's the same with you two. I couldn't help it.
ご主人様。ご主人。
Jeez, you two. You made me a sick person worry.
ごめんなさい。心配かけてごめんなさい。ご主人様。ごめんなさい。ご主人。
I know. It's okay now. So, don't cry.
ご主人様。ご主人様。ご主人。ご主人。
Their small shoulders shaking, they repeatedly wiped their eyes. I pet my precious cat girls with all the love I had in me.
鈴の紹介もできましたので、私はこれで失礼させていただきますね。
See you later, jerk officer. I'm sorry my cat girls caused you trouble. We watched as the police officer walked into the distance. We then slowly turned to go home. Let's go back to our home, Chocola, Vanilla.
はい、帰りましょう、ご主人様。みんなで帰ろう。
As I leaned on their shoulders of a tearfully smiling Chocola and Vanilla, the three of us headed back to our home. Sorry. I probably should have sounded better reading, but my throat's still not fully recovered. It still sounds a little raspy. Hooray, we'll be ready for Rebirth 2 tomorrow. Yeah, I was role-playing. I was playing a sick person. I feel like I read Unhack better last night. I wonder why my throat feels so groggy right now. We did it. Oh wait. Well, oh, here's the post game. Here we go. All right. We're not sick anymore. My strength has fully returned, so it's time to work hard to get... Huh? What? Why?
これマジで運命だ。洋菓子はあれだと思ってたけど悪くねえな。小豆ってば本当に食べ方が汚いわね。誰も足らないんだからもう少し上品に食べなさいよ。せっかくの美味しい紅茶がまずくなるでしょうが。ショコラちゃんバニラちゃんとお揃いの制服だ。かわいいな。嬉しいな。なっちゃんも一緒だね。私みたいな猫にこういうのは似合わないんじゃないかと。こういうのは小さくて可愛い猫じゃないと。そんなことないですよ。素材が良ければ全て良しですから。ココナッツは私の自慢の猫なんですから、堂々となさい、堂々と。そうだね。なっちゃんは背が高くてかっこいい猫だよ。僕はそれが嫌なのに。もっと可愛くなりたかったな。おかわりいっぱいあるよ。ショコラとご主人様の初めての共同作業でいっぱい作ったから食べて食べて。紅茶もいっぱい種類ある。覚えられないくらいいっぱいあるから一覧表作った。その番号で注文お願い。
She made a catalog. I'm pretty sure that's a pun. Catalog. Huh? What's this? What's going on? Somehow, my baker had become some sort of cat girl cafe. The first thing I saw this morning was so unexpected, my brain couldn't process it at all.
おはようございます、兄様。私は今回の一件でいろいろと考えたのです。
She wore a sunny smile that no cloud could cover up. The cat girls looked at me with similar smiles. I felt myself break out in a cold sweat. Thinking about what? I only managed to get that much.
今回の一件で兄様に無理をするなというのが無理なことがよくわかりました。ですが私も妹として夜も眠れぬほど心配をさせられたのもまた事実ならば、人員を増やして兄様に負担を減らすのが一番の得策としぐれは考えたのです。
Even if you increase the number of staff, right now our situation makes things...
ご心配は無用です、兄様。兄様のためならば私にお給金など不要ですから。
No. You have a curfew, and on weekdays you have school.
はい、ですので私一人ではなく猫たちが協力してくれるそうですから。
She could have turned towards them all.
魔性様のためしぐれ様の命とあればしょうがないわね。 しぐれがお小遣いくらいは出してくれるんでしょ。めんどくせえけど飼い猫のつれえとこだよな。私はカシオさんの美味しいケーキとお茶をいただければ十分です。全員鈴持ちの即戦力です。文句はありませんね。
The cat girls and all in La Soleil uniforms nodded. There was no way this was going to change. The mood made it clear that I wouldn't be able to turn this decision around. No, wait.
いらっしゃい、みんな。先輩として歓迎しちゃうよ。またみんなと一緒。嬉しい。こうでなくちゃ。まさか兄様と一緒にお菓子を作れる日が来ようとは。しぐれは銀が一幸せな妹にございます。よかったね、しぐれちゃん。でも新しい門でも涙はダメだよ。はい、ハンカチ使って。しぐれ様が嬉しいと僕も嬉しい。よかったですね、よかったですね、しぐれ様、本当に。指名ナンバー1になったらボーナス源だよな。そしたら毎日ボーナスか。大トロ食い放題じゃねえか。ともに
Sick, yo.
またあずきはバカなことばっかり言って。私がいるのにナンバー1取れる気でいるなんて。
No. This isn't a place that have contests and stuff like that. They kept the conversation going despite me, the owner, objecting. Even though I said it kept going, the conversation itself was pretty much done. Oh well. Of course, having them around would be helpful, I suppose.
さあさあ、みんな、お店を開けますよ。準備はいいですか？
Oh well. I guess this'll work. And so, how do you say that? Patisserie La Soleil. Or rather, the cake shop known as NEKOPARA. See, that's easier. Was taking its first steps into a new future. So I guess NEKOPARA Volume 2 is just gonna be all over the place. All the girls are gonna be in it.
NEKOPARA Volume 1.
We got the achievement! Achievement unlocked. Okay, now we can look at the extras. Oh, it's just this. Oh, it's just the CG. Duh. Duh. Okay, that's it. We did it. The game is done. I need a new visual novel to play sometime, since we kind of beat all the ones in my library right now. That's not true. There's like a million. Okay, so I went out of my way and actually did the whole thing tonight. We were supposed to do it some other time, but at least we're done. Tomorrow we're going to be starting Neptunia Rebirth on the Vita. So if you guys are into that stuff, come by tomorrow. But that's going to be it for tonight. So thank you guys for watching, and good night. pecan pie